Hi, and welcome to Brew and Banter, episode 5. And this is a very special episode because we are talking about World Pride, summer vacations, summer fun, summer outfits, and I have a special guest that actually was on Broadway Bears just recently, raised how much money? Well, his name is Alex Zarlengo, and how much money did you raise?
$4 million, and we're actually still climbing. The deadline for donations technically hasn't closed yet, so we're keeping the lines open until then. But yeah, this is a record-breaking year in a lot of ways.
And I was lucky to be a volunteer and on the front end. It's such an amazing show, such an amazing cause. Know that you've been a principal dancer in so many different productions. And tell me what it's like on your side on being part of something like this.
Being a part of Broadway Bears is, it is volunteer work to the extreme. I'm still overawed every year at the amount of effort that people are willing to donate of their time, of their bodies, of their skill. Everybody from Broadway legends who will make a cameo to every single dancer and to the makeup people, the hair people, the technicians, the stagehands, the way they completely just dedicate this immense Broadway level skill to something that the only reward is helping countless millions of people that we will never actually meet. It is a beautiful thing.
And where does all the money where does the money go to? I know in volunteering with Actors Fund and the Entertainment Professionals Equity Fund, but you tell me where, because you might know more than I do.
For the most part, so Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS then disseminates to specific, like smaller local charities when it comes to providing things like medical care, hospice, food. They even provide financial services. Like if you qualify, you can get your taxes done by them, which I think is an interesting thing. But just resources across the board, including research funding, housing, you name it. I mean, this has been going on. It's in its 34th year. And
Yeah.
it just boggles the mind to think of like how many people we could have helped at this point.
And you don't even get paid to do all of this. Like none of you. How many dancers are there?
There are 200 dancers usually involved in these productions. They're all volunteering their time. A good chunk of them are actually juggling this and a Broadway show. Our lead strip, Mimi Scardula, I couldn't even keep up with her schedule because, like, at one moment she was in rehearsals, then she had to go do a cast recording for another show that she was doing. I mean, and these people are this is a dancer led show. Every time you dance, you carry that risk of something going wrong and getting injured. And we are just like maximizing those odds. But we all do it because we're really passionate about this.
So tell me some goss of like backstage. There has to be some drama, fun, I don't know, mishaps that occurred making all of this happen.
When it comes to things that happen behind the scenes, I wish we could have some sort of a documentary or a film crew though I'd be scared for them because they might get trampled because it is just, tons of bodies rushing on and off stage. It is military coordinated by the people in tech. But you're thrown into these groups together and you have to perform with them and you're so close to them that there really isn't any room for drama per se. There's no real room for our egos. We're all on this relatively level playing field. But there's always, you have to imagine the craziness that happens backstage. Like in any show, you think of like a Victoria's Secret fashion show and you see all the models running around. And it is exactly that. It's, everyone's mostly half naked, even more naked than they are on stage. Everyone's like, oh my God,
My hair.
my tampon string was out. Do you have this? I broke a nail. Oh crap. I rolled my ankle. Do you think I can keep going? Do you have it? But we're all helping each other out too. So it's, quick, throw me that foundation. I need this help over here. Do you have a lipstick that matches my shoes? And it's all pretty collaborative. But yeah, it is insane.
And right now it's Pride Month and there's so much going on politically in the world in the LGBTQIA plus community. I think it's really important to emphasize on how strong of a community that is. Why and how did you get involved and what are you doing next?
I got involved in this program personally just because I love performing, and HIV and AIDS is a cause so near to my heart as a member of the community. It devastated us in the 80s and 90s, and it is a beautiful thing to see everybody come together because this show has such a beautiful range of diversity, all bodies, every like gender expression, and it's all celebrated. I often watch the
And
show.
let's not forget $2.4 million and still counting.
And it's absolutely incredible. We have such like I look sometimes I'll catch myself crying during a dress run or something because it's just this explosion of color and power and beauty and it's celebration during a time of such darkness. It is an act of rebellion. And it's a beautiful act of rebellion. And it's us taking our power and claiming it and saying, no, this is what we're doing. In a world full of hatred and fighting and war, we're celebrating and we're lifting up. And that's what's really important to me and why I do this as a performer.
And I know you have a couple other things coming, what I tangentially know, but
Me,
you can explain,
well,
deep dive.
me personally, I'm definitely crashed out. There's this like, a big boom and then there's always like the glitter crash afterwards. And so I'm taking some R&R, My, speaking of allyship, my best friend, she was my ballet company director. I am currently staying with her and we are developing a podcast about basically us called Willful and Graceless. It's available at Willful and Graceless Pod on YouTube, and it'll probably be consistent across all streaming platforms. But that's basically just it's sort of this meta commentary, just like Will and Grace was written by the creator and his, redheaded best gal pal who used to be his fiance. It's just interesting to see that relationship come up over and over and over again. I don't know
I
what it
think,
is within our community, but we find a redhead girl and we hang on for dear life, and it's just a match made in heaven. So we will be speaking
have you ever
extemporaneously
been,
on.
have you,
No, not me personally. It's not a good look. No, and when I say she's an ally, it's one of these things where she's not one of those girls that I'm looking for a gay best friend. Oh my God, girl, cis boots. No, she was born this happens to her. Her first gay best friend, there's a picture of her behind me when she was 5, and the little gay boy grew up to be Ben de la Creme. That was where she started. So like this is and we have plenty of our fellow redheads and gays coming on and talking about their experiences, and we will be talking about current events and just things we find humorous or entertaining.
amazing. I'm looking forward to like, subscribe, and share. When is it coming out? When's your first episode?
We are hoping to launch on the anniversary of the Stonewall Riots. So that's ambitious, but we'll be recording our first episode tomorrow and then going through the editing process and hopefully have it up available to listen to.
Okay, awesome. Well, congratulations, Mazel Tov. Thank you for being such a strong person in this community and dedicating all of your hard work and to providing a safety net for our community. And I look forward to seeing what is coming next.
Your other way. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you for coming on. I know that this was super last minute. So, but anyways, day, hydrate,
Yeah, I know.
and
I got to turn on the AC. I was getting interference
oh, it's
earlier.
like 100 degrees outside. But anyways, take care. Have a good day.